Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today we're joined by a very special guest to help you guys building out some Tag Arena and Siege teams. I'm joined by none other than Boozor. Boozor, how you doing, man?
Hey man, great to be here. Hello everybody. Yeah, excited to be here and tackle some of these rosters and help
Yeah.
build some teams here. So yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We are going to be diving over onto Boozor's channel after as well, and we're going to be doing some Hydra advice for people as well. So if you're interested in Hydra, you can check that out too. But first, it looks like we're starting with a bit of Tag Arena help. This is from Ratz Raven DB. He says, "Please," in all capitals, "please, I really need help just to get to Gold 1. This is my defense team. These are my offense teams. I've got more pictures. We'll break it down more. So this is my roster I have to work with. Please, help. Been struggling with getting to Gold 1 for more than 6+ months. More
Oh
than
my
six
goodness.
plus. That's a lot of months right there. So yeah, we've got the roster, but he has
A
these right here are his offense teams, I believe. So not too bad actually. They look fairly solid. Um,
lot of people actually struggle with this mission, and it's kind of crazy how
yeah.
how often you hear people struggling for months. Like
Oh, 100%.
it's been a
100%.
while since I did it, but I remember it was pretty difficult back in the day too. So
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with the tag arena. The mission only gets harder because it's like, a dungeon is a dungeon. It's just however difficult it is. And generally actually get easier with time because we get stronger champions, better gear, great haul bonuses, whatever. But in tag arena, you're playing against other players, so as time goes on, their teams are just getting better and better. So you're gonna be screwed. I also like he sent in these rosters at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's keeping him up all, at night, Boozor. He can't sleep because of it. We
help
got we
them.
gotta help
Okay.
this man. Or woman. Right, let's dive in though. So we got a lot of champions to work with here. A couple
Here, yeah.
actually empowered as well, which is nice. We do have Lady Mikage.
Mhm.
Armands is in there. What I say we should do is maybe go in and maybe circle some of the highest priority ones, I suppose, stuff that we would be thinking, okay, these are like definitely must use. So let's start at the top, the most
Sounds good.
ascended, awakened.
I
Anything?
guess there's two ways to like break it down. I guess you have to think about like offense and defense teams.
Yeah.
So I guess like some champions will be better for like offense, like Mikage, as opposed
Yes.
to defense.
Yeah, 100%. She's a good one. Yeah, I don't actually have her, of course, so I haven't tried this stuff out. But yeah, I feel like she's, like you said, because of her AI, she's so much stronger when you
Yeah,
manual her. Arman's is similar. Now, he's still very strong in defense, though. But,
yeah,
they're both substantially better when you can actually pick the targets and pick when to buff strip, when to CC and all of that. Yeah, Mikage
yeah.
can struggle a
Mikage,
bit.
he's awesome. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so Mikage for
Um,
offense, definitely a good one.
defense.
But
I think
Arman's as
Arbiter
well.
too, of course. Armands.
Ritter, yeah.
Um, he could run like bomb teams. So
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Star kind of works for bombs. Obviously, preferred is Astrolith. Uh,
Yes, yeah. Does he have an astrolith? I don't
it
don't think he does. He's got a Gaius as well, so there's option for bombs as well. Yeah, I think are probably one of the most underrated things, especially at these lower levels of arena. I mean, even at
Mhm.
high levels of arena, like if people don't have polymorph, oftentimes bombs. You see it, I think, a good bit in live arena. People can easily last pick bombs and just forces people to ban the bomb champion because they've got no way to deal with it. They can be very strong.
Yeah,
Technically,
yeah.
War Mother's even bombs, but we probably wouldn't use her. These ones are better. uh,
I see Rudos. Yeah, I see. Yeah, he has a huge roster here. Like you can
yes.
definitely make some good teams, and definitely should be
Hmm. Hmm.
at least gold one for sure. He can make it for sure. Like, he has Tormund. Tormund's great for obviously like selective offense.
Yes.
Um, for
Oh, so he's
defense, he
got two
might be okay.
Nishaks.
He has
Another
two
one.
Nishaks. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that two arbiters? Arbiter number two. Yeah, on the second screenshot there.
Oh, yeah, there is an Arbiter. Two different Arbiters. Interesting. Not so good for Siege because the speed aura doesn't work, but can be good. Um,
Apparently, the speed aura does work.
really? Are you sure?
Apparently, it works.
It's not supposed to.
It's not supposed to. Apparently, it works.
Oh my god,
I don't
that's
know if you
funny.
want to edit that out, but
No, it's
it,
fine. No,
yeah,
I mean if it works, it works. People need to know.
yeah.
I love
Because
it.
Graham said it didn't work, but apparently it
Hmm.
works. I don't know.
We do have a netcrat. That's pretty
Right.
good. Python's okay.
Python can be useful
Kurska
for
even. Yeah.
yeah, Python.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like his third page, like he has rotos.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
there's astrolith there. So you see, do you see an astrolith?
Da, da, da. I'm
Second
apparently
row.
blind. Where's that? Oh yeah, right at the end. The last champion he's got, very strong option. I like it. Nice.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got a massive roster here.
Yeah, Kaimar's okay. Bit
Mhm.
not as relevant anymore, but decent. I think he's got 2 Ukos as well. Yeah, 2 Ukos from the looks of it.
Uko.
That's
Yeah.
actually quite useful for Siege. Uko's got one of the better speed auras and is quite decent. So
Right,
that's not
right.
bad. Not bad at all. All right, cool. Shall we let's start building him some teams in terms of the epics. He's got good. I feel like he's got so many legendaries. We're unlikely to need any epics, at least for the tag arena teams, at least. Um,
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think usually like if he's running like some kind of defense, usually at like Silver 4 stage, you're probably okay running like two speed teams
yeah.
and one like slower tanky team.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I like I see his Mikage is like three. No, Mikage is 240,
If that
240,
is
like
his Mikage, yeah, she's very slow.
pretty slow.
She's in 4-piece Merciless. Definitely an odd build. She's, yeah, crit rate, but no crit damage. Slow. So if that is Mikage, then yeah, that's definitely a little bit of an
Yeah, I
issue.
think for Mikage, I think you run like a slower Stone Skin build
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
all speed or just full speed.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
need crazy accuracy on her because
Mm-hmm.
she does have books that brings down resistance, and
Mm-hmm.
she does have plus accuracy herself. So you can definitely just build her fast, low-ish accuracy, like 300-400, which is pretty low for arena.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think like for defense, I think we should maybe talk about like maybe think about defense.
Yeah.
Um,
So his defense number 1 right now is got the anti-stone skin blessing actually on a Mortu. Mortu Macab, Harima, Uko, and a Krisk in last position. I feel like that
oh,
defense we could definitely massively improve. Um I,
yeah,
like I feel
yeah.
like having no increased defense for Harima makes
Mhm,
her much less of a threat.
mhm.
This feels like it's just stall for Mortu, and that can be quite easy to play around. Like you can bring in single target damage and just I mean, yeah, just kill them one by one and ignore them more too, and nothing here can kill you. I'm pretty
It's
skeptical about that.
it's not a bad pairing because you have Rotos, which would be the big counter to Mortu, but then you have
Hmm.
Harima there to stop Rotos, so it's not a bad pairing. But yeah, like you said, like the increased defense for Harima would be maybe more helpful.
Yeah,
So like
this is his team number 2 then.
so like
Wukong,
somebody
Armans.
Yeah, I think like maybe removing like Krisk for like Mithrala or something would probably be okay. She brings like the cleanse, which that team doesn't have, and then
Yeah.
obviously the plus defense.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
he already has a reviver there with the Uko. I mean, you could put like a bolster set on Mithrala or stone skin set on Mithrala.
Hmm.
Um, he has the
Oh, sorry.
arm.
I'll put those back on. So we can keep talking about it. These are the defenses right now that he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this first
Um,
one, drop out the Krisk, bring in a Mithrala. I think that, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You get the increased defense for them, more protection. The cleansing is also quite nice. You don't have any cleansing here, so that's
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit rough for a go second type team. So yeah, that
Um,
seems solid.
I think Mortu, I mean, Mortu's definitely fallen off a lot.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if somebody has a Harima, that
yeah.
really just stops Mortu.
Hmm.
So maybe consider something else besides Mortu, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
this team,
Harima is decent, yeah, by herself, so she doesn't need like additional DPS. So
yep, yeah. Cool. All right, so we could make a lot of changes to this team. Let's just look at each of them individually. Team number 2, we've got Armans, Python, Wukong. and UDK. Fairly decent, I would say, overall. I actually run a very similar team. I actually use a Mithrala instead of a Python, and I actually run that team myself, and it's actually pretty effective. Um,
Yeah, yeah. It looks looks fine. I mean, yeah, it looks super fine. You got the speed aura there with the
mhm.
Armans, and then you have like, UDK protecting everybody, and you just gotta be worried about like obviously like any kind of block revive to take out the Wukong. Like even
Yeah,
just like a fast Foley comes in there and just snipes him.
yeah. That
You
can be a
do need,
problem.
yeah, you do need probably like a bolster,
Yeah,
Python.
what I do with
Something.
that team is I've got Mithrala and Bolster, so you've
Mm.
got some decent shields for Wukong, but nonetheless, if someone does have a good block revive, they can still kill the Wukong and you're in trouble. I mean, you can run a stone skin on your Wukong, protect him for a turn. I've seen people do some of that sort of stuff, but it's a fairly decent team. You don't get too much benefit from the Python passive, the damage reduction. You don't have that many buffs, so that's a bit of a downside. But
You don't have plus attack for the Wukong too,
that
but
yeah, so for me personally, I run Mithrala in that spot in bolster, and it's not a perfect team, but I think they're all very much free to play champions. It's a very solid free to play team.
mm,
Um, yeah, like Armans and Wukong can just win fights entirely, and UDK stalls it out. And got then a cleanser and an increase attack with Mithrala. It's a decent budget option. It would mean no Mithrala to go with the Harima though, so we need to find another increased defense. But that team's solid enough. Like Wukong plus UDK is always a good combo. I feel.
yeah, I agree for sure. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
The final team as well. Take a quick look. We've got Arbiter, a +1 Arbiter, Leorius, Harima, not Harima, excuse me, Mikage, and then a Torment. And this one's a bit of a mixed identity team, I'd say.
Uh, I was gonna mention I like the combo with the Arbiter and Torment because
Hmm.
Torment kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for enemy speed teams to come in and try to outspeed you.
Yeah.
The Horus is a good pick for the DPS because obviously it can't be CC'd.
Hmm.
Mikage would probably be the one that I would probably sub out for somebody else. You
Hmm.
could maybe I saw like Necrit in there. You could bring Necrit.
Yeah,
Necrit just makes things a little bit, more tanky in case you get outsped.
good call.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, it really depends how fast or how confident his speed team is, right?
All right.
It's
Let's hang on. Let's type this up here. So we'll do old and new. We've got Mortu, Harima, Uko, and Krisk. Team two. We've got just because it's kind of hard to bring them all up at the same time. Armans. What was that? Python.
yeah, this
Uh,
is a big endeavor.
Yeah, I mean that's it. There's a lot that goes into this, and of
Mhm.
course we could also mention tweaking these for Siege, where you don't only need two teams, which makes it easier because with only building two teams, you need far fewer good champions. Um, so yeah, but then the auras don't, or apparently do work, which is funny.
Yeah,
Not intended to though. So
yeah.
that
Honestly, it does work. I heard it works for sure,
right.
and Ethereum announced that it doesn't work. So
Hmm.
it's really messed up. I don't know. They need to do something, or or I'm totally wrong. But yeah,
Okay, so we're thinking for, let me put this up so people can see it. So for team three, we're liking the Arbiter Leorius Torment, but maybe dropping the Mikage for Necret. Yeah, we do have a Necret the Great. That can be really annoying with Leorius, honestly,
yeah,
because oftentimes you want to counter Necret with somebody that can ignore shields, like, I don't know, a White King Narcisse is often a go-to, but against Leorius, well, Leorius, he just stops at 1 HP unkillable, and then he can nuke your team anyway, and it's quite annoying. Um, so yeah, like
yeah.
that's
I like the Torment with the Arbiter. Like, I
hmm
mean, to stop this team, you need maybe Armand, and
hmm
Armand kind of gets soft countered by Torment. So
yeah, it's a good call. It's a good call. All right. So
not
new
a bad.
improved, small change, but an easy change. Like I said, I quite like this team as well. Um, Armans, Wukong, UDK. Let me put in Mithrala temporarily, but we'll see if we might want her more over here. Over here, like Harima is definitely a lock-in, though not probably for her aura. Uko more to Krisk. If we wanted to make some big changes here, um,
Uh,
what would we change? Circle some of the good options. Just have just have good speed auras with bombs, but you wouldn't use bombs on defense. It's a bit risky. Uh,
Yeah, I think Mithrala plus Harima are a good pair. Is a good pair
mhm.
with the increased defense, especially without like Sifi or anything. After
Yes.
that,
I guess that's the question. Does he have any other increased defense champion apart from a Trala to go with the Harima, which we'd probably want? Um,
probably
Mixwell,
not.
he's not that good
Well,
though. Yeah, or like this guy, but he's not ideal. Helicat could work. We've got a Helicat that's not being used anywhere. That's an annoying combo.
Hellcat plus UDK is a really good combo.
But
You
yeah,
can
that's a good
really
one
go there.
too. With your technically increased defense, not bad. No, Sifi's the big one that people would run with Harima. Sifi Harima is notorious.
Yeah, so yeah,
Hmm.
without Sifi, it's probably Mithrala,
Okay.
Harima. So
Mm-hmm.
those two work well.
Yeah, which means no Mithrala there, so we'll have to come back to that.
Yeah,
The Harima Mithrala. What do we think going with that then? It's quite a go second type team so far. Oh,
yeah, definitely a reviver.
mm-hmm.
So
The Python could be quite strong there, I'd
maybe the
say.
Python fits there with the
Yeah.
Mithrala. So you got double cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then, I mean, you could put UDK up there too, and it would just be a really strong kind of like tanky-ish team.
Tanky team. I think he has two UDKs. He's got one. Uh, or am I mistaking that with somebody else?
See
Might.
one.
Yeah, there's one. There's one. Okay, maybe it is just the one. Okay, well he's got the one. That is a strong team. Um, so if we do that, it would mean no UDK down here, which yeah, so that becomes a bit
So
tricky.
this would be like another fast team as well, like Arman's Wukong. You could run with the other arbiter. He
He
has
does
two
have a
arbiters.
second one, yeah.
So you could go faster arbiter here, like his fastest arbiter, and then you can put like a slower arbiter with the Torment because the Torment helps.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, and then for the fourth champion,
Fourth champ's a bit more of a luxury, I'd say. Like you already have such a core team there. It's pretty good.
yeah, because you're gonna go arbiter into Arman's.
Yeah,
So what would the fourth champion be? It could be like Krisk, just for the shield.
could be.
Um, Similar utility like Necrit, obviously not as good, but just to
Mm-hmm.
protect, protects your team from like Hegemon or something, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
protect
Mm-hmm.
your team from Hegemon.
Could run even a Kaimar could slot in. It's not too
Yep,
bad.
that's true. Yep, that's true. Kaimar too.
Uko could go in. Helicath maybe.
Yep.
Um, yeah, you're quite
Yes,
flexible.
lots of options for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think at this level, running the two speed teams is okay.
Yeah.
I know like in like Gold 4, for example, like if you run speed teams, like it's got to be a very tricky speed team. It can't just be like a generic speed team 'cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
What aura would we run for this one? Is it you think Harima for resistance aura or
You
Python's a
probably
big
run
aura?
Harima. Harima's got the bigger one, plus
He does.
80. Yeah, so you'd
Yeah.
probably run Harima as resistance, and then that'll make Mithrala that much harder to
Yeah.
control.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then second,
decision time on team two. Let's go decision. Arman's Wukong, a fast arbiter, and drumroll. What do we want? We could even throw in a bomb just to be obnoxious. Uh,
yeah.
like a +1 Shazar for a better aura lead. Uh, that's an option.
Yeah,
Helicath is an option. Um,
Helicath, Uko. I
Uko's.
think maybe Krisk is still probably the
Risk.
guy, like just for the
Okay.
big shield to start, just to
Mm-hmm.
protect your team against something like Hegemon or just.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's kind of okay.
All
And then
right.
he also offers some CC himself, like he has the AOE provoke.
Yeah, and a pretty decent combo with the Armans actually. Even brings increased speed for Armans, which is quite obnoxious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
cool.
I
All
don't see
right.
another booster. I don't see like Lysandra or Suzanne or anything like that, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
second booster maybe makes sense, and Kymar makes sense too. Just just to be there for some strip and CC, but Armans is there for the CC too.
Yes, and these were his offense teams. So he had Like, he
Nice
actually
team.
does have Mithrala comboed with Harima there. Again with Mortu. Got similar sort of team over here. That's the same as his defense team. And then he's got pretty much the offense team with the Razzlevarg. Yeah, I think bringing in yeah, going with this would be stronger than Ekret. If you're going up against a slower team, you might not need the Torment. Right there, you could switch it up, but
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
think I don't know if putting more to for offense. It's just kind of like slower fights, I guess.
yeah. It
Yeah,
can work against like a really tanky team with lots of AoEs. It can work if they've got no counter to it, but it's pretty
yeah.
niche. But it can be. I've used it for a while back in the day. I'm thinking in Gold 1, it could definitely get some use. But it's more like drop it into your team if you think you can get away with it. But maybe not essential. All right, cool.
Mhm.
What about then if we look at Siege? So if we jump over to Siege, would we port any? I mean, you could port this team directly over to Siege. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's decent. Um,
This
the
one,
speed teams I think are probably going to get because you have to think like the these speed teams might work for like silver 4, gold 1, but if
mm-hmm.
you play against if they use like their best offense player against you, then these
Yeah,
teams are going to fall over pretty quick.
yep.
Maybe the Torment Leorius team
Mm-hmm.
can be very good, can still be good. But the
There we could
second
use a
one,
faster
I think,
arbiter instead as
yeah,
well.
yeah, and maybe I would take, maybe you would pair your best arbiter with your Armans, for example, because Armans should go in probably every single, you know,
Yeah, you could do like an
offense.
Arma. Yeah, you definitely would bring Armans in.
Yeah.
Wukong probably should come in as well. I mean,
Uh,
that team's even pretty good. Leorius or Wukong? Wukong's a bit weak against a UDK, I would say. Leorius is maybe a bit more general, but
yeah, I think Leorius is fine instead of Wukong there. I think Wukong's best when you can utilize his aura for like
yeah,
another team.
yeah,
So
okay. So are we
yeah,
happy enough with those teams then for Siege? It'd be a really go
yeah,
second, and then
yeah. He's got some great champions. There's lots of combinations he can
cool.
do for sure. And he can probably make some special teams like with the conditions, like if there's some good conditions for him.
Yes. Yeah, I did. I'm not sure if we've time to go through all of that, but I do have
Oh,
a spreadsheet.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do have one for like Siege, and it's definitely something that can be worthwhile. I think more so when you get mythicals or faction unity, that's when they can
Oh,
become really powerful. So like, you can say it's support only champions, but haha, I've got a Seek friend who's really a ridiculous attack nuker, and he can come in.
yes,
That's where that
definitely made for
yeah.
mythicals as the siege restriction stuff.
Yeah, yeah, but you still could build something decent. Like on again with that big Mortu, like could we build a good HP team? Like if we take a quick glance at that,
Okay.
let's see, for instance, because we know he likes the Mortu, and Mortu's pretty obnoxious on defense. He gives you a nice speed aura as well. Like, is there a good HP team? We've got Mortu, EK's defense. Like, I'm not seeing too much else. I think this
Pythion consider HP?
is who? I
Is Pythion
think he's support.
support?
Pretty
Oh,
sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any HP revivers. This guy, Roshguard, I'm pretty sure is HP. He's quite strong. Um,
or Nick.
Sir Nick. Yeah, so like you could have a pretty decent thing. Vassal might be HP as well. He could be okay. I think the others are supports. I think generally most of the revivers, Arix is actually surprisingly good. He might be. I think we could build a decent HP team here. I'm not sure about him. Checking
The
game.
bell
Oh,
guy.
hmm? Argar
The
is HP. That could be
bell.
quite strong. Ally protection.
Yeah.
The strengthen is a problem against Narcies, mind you. But this
No, no,
guy's
no.
very
Is
good. Hmm?
is he boosted damage against strengthen or just shield?
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But just for fun, right?
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
just for fun.
I
So
mean, if this like I guess your goal is to soak up somebody's big offense team with one of these restrictions.
yeah.
So if they have to spend a Narcies team to blow through this,
Well,
pro
yeah.
guard,
Oh,
then
100%.
you're probably looking okay, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, what do you think? Roshcard or Sir Nick? Sir Nick is kind of
Brings a shield, right? So then he'll get blown away, I guess,
Yeah, he
by
does. He brings
this.
Unkillable though, which could keep you alive. But yeah, they could maybe play around it too strong. I don't have a Sir Nick. He's got a good aura. Unkillable continuous heal. It is a shield though, yeah, which could be bad.
I guess you're already running strengthen, so maybe yeah, Sir Nick is
You
fine
are.
just for damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would we do that? Roshkar just brings block damage and nothing else, so he's always
Maybe
annoying.
bring Eric for just some consistent damage. So one block, like one team block damage or unkillable, and then bring Eric's. Yeah, I think
That's kind of annoying, all right, to deal with.
super annoying team. Like you need to bring single target, or else you'll trigger the counterattack from Eric's,
Yeah,
and
and
then
more too. You trigger more too as well.
yeah, you trigger more too. Yeah, you got to
Um,
bring single target.
and Karagar, I'm trying to think exactly what Karagar does. Karagar, he counterattacks whenever an ally under ally protection is attacked. That's really annoying, and he heals himself with that as well. It is ally protection with the strengthen, so maybe he'd live. He might live through a Narcis's nuke, though. Karagar would definitely die. Um, yeah, turn meter boost. I think it
Yeah,
could work. It'd be kind of annoying, honestly. Not
honestly,
bad.
this team looks super annoying. This team looks
Yeah.
annoying already, especially if you are
Hmm.
using an HP team to try to kill this. It looks super annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I like it. I like it. In terms of a defense team, he does have Harima.
Rima, yeah.
I don't know if that's super worth running versus a different one, but you've got obviously UDK Harima. That's already quite annoying.
Tormund's there.
Torment is a decent one for sure. Where is the Torment? Right here. Chris could be okay. I think he's defense. Helikath,
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
That's obnoxious as well. UDK, Helikath,
yep,
Harima, even
very good.
Torment. Yeah, okay. Is there anything
That's
we'd put in instead? Or
it's a great team.
yeah, that's. Is Necret defense or support? I don't
No,
remember.
he's support. Yeah,
Support.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure he's support.
Yeah, I don't have him. I've got a 6-star Necret soul, and then I was sad
Ooh,
because I was like, I'm never going to use him because of frickin' White King
Narcisse, yeah,
Narcisse. But now in Siege, it's like, okay, well, you can only use Narcisse twice unless you got
yeah,
multiple copies. So Necret's back on the menu, boys. Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
actually quite strong. Def team. Um,
So
so it's what UDK,
UDK,
Helikath, Harima, and Tormin. Yeah, that's quite
oh,
obnoxious.
super annoying. Yeah,
There's not much, I'd say, in terms of block buffs or even cleansing for a defense team. So Tormund's really obnoxious. Helikath brings increased defense, delayed, but nonetheless there. Um, yeah, that's
big
strong.
defense auras here, and yeah,
Yep.
really annoying team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that looks pretty good. Attack teams can be, I think, they're kind of terrible, but can work. I've seen some funny attack teams, just like have a ridiculously fast bomb champion and just kill them all.
Mm,
That can be a
yeah,
bit of a meme way to win, so that's always worth considering. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we've got a selection of teams, two quite obnoxious, yeah, teams right
yeah, this is
there.
good. He's
I
got a
think
big enough roster that he has lots of options for things. So
okay.
uh, yeah,
All right, so there we go. I think that covers it. Hopefully, Mr. Ratz, 6 months, no longer, you will be in Gold 1 and hopefully doing well in Siege. Great. Let's take a look at then a quick one here. This was from GP Abuser, or maybe GPA Abuser, Busser? I don't know.
Buster?
GP, I don't know what it means. I'm worried about it. In Ireland, like a GP is a general practitioner. It's, a doctor you go to
Oh,
for just like colds and, no, I hurt my ankle, that sort of thing. So he's abusing the GPs. We've got a shortage of those here. There was a almost 2-year waiting list when I moved to my new house to get a GP in the local area.
same, same. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So
Same in my area too. They
that's
gave a
mad.
lot of incentive to for people to
Yeah,
become GPs. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a good job. Make your kids be GPs. Good. He's been playing since Artak, so he's level 78, free to play, playing since Artak, which is maybe a bit over a
Pretty
year.
new.
So
I
thanks for
think
the
Artak. Oh, sorry, Artak. I thought you said Armans. Okay, so Artak. Yeah.
no, sorry, Artak. Yeah, here's his roster in TTA. Completely lost with defense, with like tips for sure. He's got. I'll tell you right now. He's got a much weaker roster, much more limited. And live arena siege teams are written down here. He's 2,100 points in live arena. I don't know whether that might be silver. Grinding it up. Not used Regash. He's got bad accessories for live arena. Arman's Arbiter Krokmar Nishak. Spicy one. A last slot depends on an enemy team. Feels like he lacks good debuffers. Like to know if Ceres is worth bothering with. Maybe more so with the siege accessories. Maybe. That stop polymorph. In siege defense, he went with a speed team, but is with Mithrala, is not really a speed lead. Arbiter, who's 331, so we're looking at pretty slow. So is speed even worth it at that point? 331. Armans, Nishak, and then he went Galen Pact as well. He's got Skinwalkers with a Snicktrack, Wukong, Nishak, Ragash. Interesting.
Okay.
So let's take a look. Again, he has a very small roster here.
Okay.
This is all that he shared. So he might have more champions, but this is all we've got. So we'll try our best with what we've got. But I think this might genuinely be it. All the champs he's got in his defenses are there. There's
Level
current
78.
yeah, he's very early game. So this is okay. We've got a very limited team. Like, what can we do? Like, for instance, I would say, just bringing in a Madame Ceres in here would make sense. For example. But yeah, so very limited roster. Okay.
Let's see. Let's highlight what he's got here. So he's got the Armans. He's got the
Yes.
Rat. He's got the Monkey.
Yeah.
Grazur can do some work too.
I would
in
probably
arena.
pair Grazur with Mithrala. Could actually be
Yep.
quite strong, and that's a strong defensive lineup.
Arbiter's there.
Yeah. Even Necmo, honestly, is not really considered an
No.
arena champion, but could be a decent option if you want to build speed.
Yeah.
6-star Taragi the Frog. That's good. Honestly, at this level, I'd even say like Deacon and Ceres can actually be quite strong.
Yep.
Even arguably Apothecary. But we'd prefer not to, but you could.
Yeah.
I'd say Arix.
Arix, yeah.
Anything else?
He's got Ragash up there. He's got Ragash.
Yeah, he said he's lacking gear, but again, Snick Track's
Yeah.
not. Crockmar's actually quite decent as well. That he does use him. Yeah, we could really use most of them.
His cleanser, I mean, he's got Sky Touch there for cleansing.
He does.
Other than that, he just has Mithrala.
Yeah.
He says he likes debuffers. Cirrus, I mean, definitely would work in this account.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then these are his current teams. So, quick thoughts. Again, he's got Protagarina first, Arbiter with the speed aura. He doesn't have any speed things to combo with it. Like Arbiter into a Nishak can be strong. Just blow him up with bombs. But there's not much synergies there. This team
you might look for High Katoon, maybe. That's just the bridge. So you go Arbiter, Katoon, and then increase accuracy, and then Nishak.
Yeah,
or...
I'd say even throwing in Necmo or Apothecary.
Yeah.
They're already built. So I think one of them could come in instead. I'd be taking this guy out. You don't even have burns or anything, so I'd take him out.
Yeah.
Snicktrack might be better elsewhere as well.
Yeah. I would probably do Cirrus before the Rat.
Yeah.
Just to land the bombs, right?
Okay, let's actually... Let me actually move this. Let's do this right now. Let's do it live. Boom. Let's copy. And let's bring... Okay, and it needs to be above this image. Hey, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Bang.
Wow.
Okay, Ceres is in. Actually, let me erase this. We don't want to X-ray. Okay, Ceres is in. So we've got Arbiter boosts, Ceres strips, Rat bombs them, just in case they got block debuffs. If they've got Stone Skin and you strip it, it actually makes it a bit worse, but you probably kill them with Nishak anyway, hopefully.
And then you would place a Snick Track for either another booster or maybe boost accuracy.
Yeah.
Not sure if he has boost accuracy. You could use Seeker. Seeker's a good booster too. He has a big boost, 30% boost, I think.
I think Necmo is... Would we want to use Necmo anywhere else? Necmo, I believe, is 30%, and you're going to be building Necmo in good gear. So to me, it's obviously not a meta pick, but it gives you increased speed as well. It's like Apothecary, but better.
I could use Necmo too, yeah.
I'd be saying probably Necmo comes in as a decent option. So
like at this level, you can't expect him to have like insane gear. So having the 2 boosters helped the DPS get there.
Yes. Yeah. That seems fine. Again, it's not an insane team by any means, but it's simple and it works. Team 2 got Wukong. I don't think we've got a UDK on this account, so we don't. So that's a bummer. But Wukong, always good. Gives you a strong aura. I do like the Mithrala Grazur combo. That's not bad.
We were mentioning that.
Yeah. We've got a Shamail in there. I wonder if we could get something better instead. And then the last team is an Armans with a Crockmar and Ugo and Archer. I don't. Do you have Archer?
No, I don't.
Oh,
No, it was
hmm.
just too crazy to get her.
Yeah, right.
Obviously,
He's got her though. I've got nice early game tournament, I guess, and smashed through. It's pretty cool.
great champ.
Interesting. You could. Hmm. He
You
does.
could run another speed team. You could run
Hmm.
like Wukong, Arman's Seeker
I was thinking
plus
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So we take the Armans, and I think I'm trying to copy the wrong layer here. I think it's this one. We put Armans up here instead. These two together. In fact, put Armans in the lead for the better polymorph.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Those two. So those two together. You could leave Mithrala in the team, or you could swap her.
yep, that's true. You could leave the draw there too.
Seeker gives you potentially. He gives you increased attack for sure. So that'd be a nice little budget option. Because he's not gonna have any other increased attack for Wukong. The Wukong doesn't always need
Could
it.
you could bring decreased defense as
Hmm.
well, so you can go like speed, aura, seeker boost, and then the Arman CC, and then you could go decreased defense and nuke. Depending, like it could just come down to his gear level, right? Like
Yep.
he might not have insane gear, so you might need decreased defense. So the
Hmm.
Ugo might come into play here,
Yeah.
and
Or
then
yeah, Ugo or
yeah,
Deacon. Yeah.
and then you would bring like your defensive third team, which would be like Mithrala, Grazur. I mean,
Hmm.
maybe even Demitha. I mean, really fast Demitha. Just get the block damage out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
So let's grab this. So it's like a Mithrala. Well, actually, let's do it up over here. So let's say team one, Arbiter. I'm getting lazy with copying
oh
stuff.
yeah, that was too
Ceres,
pro. That was
Necmo. Great. So that works well. I don't think he's got any particular blessings or team order there. So let's just put it in the order that they'd go. So you do something like Arbiter into an Necmo boost, Ceres, debuff, Nishak bomb. So that's straightforward and
Mhm.
decent. This one would be Arman's, Wukong, Seeker. Yeah, I guess we put Seeker
They're
third
in front
place.
of Wukong.
You think
I
Wukong
think.
with the polymorph now? It
Oh,
doesn't
that's
make a
true.
huge
That's true.
difference. It's only a 2-star polymorph. It's not a huge difference anyway. And then what were we thinking we go in the last slot there?
Decreased defense, probably.
Ah, yeah. So like a Deacon, just lots of speed
Yeah,
boosts for days.
Deacon would be great. Yeah, Deacon, good spot.
Yeah, because I think he does have a Deacon that's built. Yeah, he's got a Deacon that's level 60. So that
Great.
works fairly well. And then we think for the last team would be saying like a Mithrala be in
Defensive
there, Crockmar,
rock.
who's got built, Grazur, and
And then probably need like a defensive or a strong, like a more tanky nuker, maybe. Like
Snick,
maybe Eric's. Maybe Eric's would
Arix or
get
Snick
in there.
Track. Yeah, 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 yeah. They
Yeah.
could both work.
Yeah. Yep. Both would work.
I'd say he's got it, seeing as he has it built already. Just throw on the
Mm.
Snick Track because it's built, it's ready to go.
Yep.
Accuracy. What do they have in terms of auras? Grazur is like defense. Mithrala's accuracy you don't really need. Snick Track. Snick Track might be
Maybe
HP.
you do need the accuracy, right? Because Grazur has provoke,
He does.
and you probably don't build them out with like insane accuracy. So maybe
Hmm.
the plus accuracy would be good.
Yeah.
Snake Track has decreased speed and provokes, I think.
Yeah, Snick Track does a few things. Like he reflects damage back, which is actually kind of nice. It's a pity he doesn't have a tanky reviver for this team, like a Python or
Mm.
something would be pretty sick, but he doesn't have that. Yeah, he's got decreased speed, decreased
Decreased
attack.
speed.
Okay, okay, not bad. Yeah, let's put in the accuracy aura. Crockmar is going to do damage. Yeah, it is a little low on damage. Crockmar and Grazor, they're a bit, but
Grazur can do decent amount of damage,
mm.
actually. Yeah,
And you're
I
going
don't
to have
have
him
him,
in
but
good gear.
he does
So
good damage.
okay, that looks decent
Yeah.
for. So we say that's tag. If we were to swap over to siege, if we were to build two teams, what would we do there? So you could carry this one over very much and just swap the Necmo. Well, if the Arbiter Aura works, it works. So this may be a little risky with bombs, but I don't know. What do we think about that?
Um, I mean, a more consistent option would just be Wukong instead of Nishak.
Yep, yep,
Um,
yep.
I kind of like Seeker instead of Neck Mode just because Seeker does have A1 provoke. So if you're
Hmm.
manualing it, you
Well,
could,
this is yeah,
target
yeah. This would be his
target someone.
defense as well, but yeah, yeah. Could work. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
could
And
work.
we could use Necmo for another team if you wanted to speed Aura if they
Yep.
fix the Aura stuff as well. I don't know. I mean, Arman's is a shoe in for team 2. There's no question.
Q1,
Um,
yeah.
then who do we put
His
with him is the question.
he doesn't have like a very good second damage dealer. That's the thing. Like,
It's very much lacking. Yeah.
yeah,
Nishak
like it
with
has to be.
Armans could work because, like, if they put Stone Skin to counter Armans, you could bomb them with a Nishak, but you have to get a turn at
Yeah,
the same time.
it has to be Nishak and Wukong for his 2 DPS most likely.
Hmm.
Um, and he's
Or
probably just hurt gear. Like,
put in the tanky damage maybe as well.
yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
really hard for this team because it doesn't have a reviver. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
if you're gonna take a hit, it's
Yeah, when you're trying to get hit and you don't have much in terms of cleansing and revive, it's definitely tricky.
gonna
Definitely
work out. Yeah,
tricky. Um,
Arman's. Yeah, I like the bombs, but
bombs,
you need plus attack. So maybe
Mithrala.
we've got to move the Seeker back or put Mithrala in there. Yeah, you need the plus attack there.
Yeah, Seeker or Mithrala.
It might be Seeker, and then you can just put Necmo back into the Seeker spot at the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ma-
Knack Mo. Okay. Seeker, Nishak. So yeah, again, it's niche, but people are it's kind of a pain. You got to get past the Armans and then the bombs. Quite annoying. That could work. Maybe a backup DPS as well for some threat. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
you could bring in the
Uh,
Grisur.
Grisur, I think a Grisur for the backup, just the
Yeah.
might be pretty good there.
So there's
Also,
something.
yeah,
The double A. I can never remember how to spell his name. Okay,
like
that
double
looks
Z.
okay. It's definitely these teams are definitely weaker for sure. We're lacking. We're lacking.
It's
But
good. I mean, you work with what you got, and
that's
it's
it.
kind of fun that way too, right? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he was saying he has some like if we are to think about does he have any good like HP teams or anything like that, HP or defense? I say his
he has
HP team is not too bad, like with the Snick track.
snake tracks.
Is
Yep.
Grisor defense though? He might be defense.
I think he is defense. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a bummer. You couldn't bring in
I, I
that
was
combo.
I was actually looking at his
Yeah.
defense options. He has
Okay.
obviously he can use like Drexar.
Mm-hmm.
He can use Grisur. I think Krokmar's HP. Krokmar's HP, so it's not going to work there.
We had the Regash we never put in as well. We got distracted.
Oh yeah, Regash. Oh,
Regash,
okay, so he does have a third option, DPS option there. But
he
then he would
does.
need plus attack, so Mithrala.
Mm-hmm. So if Regash was to come in into these teams, it's not so strong. But he could come
He
in.
could fit into Team 3 instead of Krokmar or Snicktrax.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
Regash instead of Snicktrax might be pretty good
Yeah.
because decreased defense and then damage.
Yeah. I think he said he
Yeah.
doesn't have good gear for it right now, but that's worth considering. And over here, again, this could also be a decent place for Regash.
hmm
Uh, maybe
He's
it's
actually sorry, Regash self buffs himself, so he actually doesn't need increased defense. He is
yeah.
A1 self buffs himself, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your initial nuke will be weaker, but subsequent damage not so bad. Like you could put in Regash instead of Nishak, maybe would work.
hmm
Bit
yeah, could
tankier,
work. And then
potentially.
Seeker gives plus defense for everybody when you guys get hit
He
with
does.
crits.
He does.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he wouldn't be hit much with the Armans. But yeah, you've got the defensive passives from Grisor and Seeker are decent. They're decent. Okay, okay. So we were saying with the defense team, got the so he actually has not a bad one with these two. And what else were you saying would go in this a defense?
Drexar is a pretty good defensive option.
Oh, Drexar. Oh yeah. Okay. Is Archer defense? Maybe.
Mm,
Uh,
don't believe so.
a Seeker could be okay. Not dreadful.
Oh, she is. Archer is defense based.
That might be worth just for the crowd control, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah. So, okay. So for like a def team, you've got, I put Grisur last, I'd say.
Yeah.
Unless he's got a good aura, I don't know what the auras are. So we've got, I presume Archer's got a decent aura. Archer. Who else were we putting in there? Archer, Gash. And these go second teams are a lot stronger when you've got some Stone Skin as well.
Mm,
Drexstar. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
not too bad.
For a HP sort of team, I think you could do like a decent sort of early mid game like HP team. Krokmar, Nick Track, Arix isn't
Yep.
amazing, but it's not terrible. I don't know if he's got a fourth to go with it. That's actually good though.
6-star Taragi, get in there.
Taragi? Oh, yeah, okay, okay. HP team. Okay, I like it. I like it. So Nick Track, Taragi 6-star. Let's go. Arix and what was the Krokmar? Not bad. I think what he said? He said that he's been using
Galen Pack.
Galen Pact, yeah, which includes a few different things. Seems okay. So I think then he could bring in Grisur with a Snake Track and a Krokmar and a Wukong even as well. Could work. What
Yep.
team was he using? Did he say? Galen Pack. No, he didn't say.
Skinwalker modifier is better. Snake Tracks, Wukong, Nishak, Ragash.
So it's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
I probably would stick with that, probably. Nick Track, yeah. Skinwalker. Yeah, for the level of account where he's at with such limited options, it's fairly decent.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. All right. Not too bad then. So there you go. So GP abuser abusing the poor doctor, so we got some options. Do we have time? It's probably long enough. We had another one. We could take a quick look though. Free to play team, lots of options. Do you want to blitz out teams really fast for this?
All right. So what do we got here?
We do have Ancora.
Harima.
Very nice.
Yumiko, Sifi.
So let me say, let's
good
put Sifi Harima into one team, definitely.
You could Arman's lead with that same team. So
yeah,
Arman's is there.
Arman's.
That's pretty nasty.
That's nasty, yeah. You could put
Yumiko. You could say Yumiko there too. You could,
yeah, you could.
I think that's a little bit too much. Maybe that's a little bit too much.
Overkill, maybe. Let's put him for now.
Yeah, another team. For another team.
We've got Wukong. We do have a UDK if you wanted to put him in as well. There's Arbiter.
Do you have Narcies? He has Ancora, no Narcies?
No Narcies, no.
Me and him on the same boat then.
yeah. It's becoming more limited there, right? So this is where this team is so good, you might want to split it up. But
probably split up the Yumiko,
yeah. Like you could.
So you could go Wukong Yumiko?
Yeah, that seems decent. And you could even put in a UDK as well, maybe. Or put the UDK in that first team, actually, maybe would be the way to go.
Or with the Arbiter. You could go Arbiter, Yumiko, Wukong, and then and then the fourth spot could be like whatever. Could be UDK, yeah.
I like it, yeah. Arbiter, Yumiko, Wukong. That's strong. This is strong. Let's settle on a third team and then we'll pick the final members for each one, shall we? I'd say Ancora goes into your third team for sure. He's so good.
Sounds good. Could be.
Does he have another good damage dealer that can actually carry?
Good damage dealer.
Bombs is a bit awkward for defense specifically. For offense, okay.
What about the second pick there?
Sorry.
Scroll down.
Oh yeah. Sorry. There are more. So we do have. There is Rhonda. Is a Torment. We've got 2 Bargars. That's a bit depressing.
Poor guy.
yeah. That's about it. I mean, we've got a Yakarl, but
Stultus. I see Stultus there.
Oh, sorry, Stultus. I missed him.
He's level 50.
Level 50. Oh, yeah, there he is. Stultus up here. That's actually a good option, Stultus. Okay. All right, so
getting a little thin here.
Yeah, it's getting thin. Stultus is safe. He self buffs. He works. Especially in like a slower team with that could totally work. Like a Stultus with Ancora, I think it's decent. You could even put in if you wanted a speed aura. You
With
could,
Torment, I guess you could go with Torment too. Yeah.
yeah,
So
Torment.
those three.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. And I mean, you could put in two Hanorak who's built already, or an Emic, or a Mithrala.
Oh, Mithral's there. Yeah.
Mithrala is a fairly safe bet. Gives you another
Yeah,
cleanse, consistent increase.
Pythion's there too. Pythion's there too.
You do have a Python, yeah. Okay, well, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Tanky option definitely. You can make a team there.
okay, yeah. So let's say team one, we've got Armans, Sifi, Harima. That's really gross. What do we put with that? Team two is the speed team, and yeah, then team three is more of a slower, tanky team. I think the team
Yeah.
three looks pretty good with the Ancora Mithrala. He just needs to get more damage up, and they're good go seconds.
You could put the Torment with the Arbiter team. Same kind of idea that we were thinking
Okay,
earlier.
I like that. Yeah, sure. Back up
That's
your
a
Arbiter team.
solid team. Yeah, that's a solid team.
Yeah, because it makes it annoying to outspeed the
Mhm,
Yumiko. Okay, I like
mhm.
it. So slap him in, support Tormund, the Yumiko, Wukong, Arbiter. It's annoying. Okay, then we've got the slow team, and we've got another fast team. I say UDK has to go into one of them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. So he'd probably go with Ancora then.
Yeah, that seems quite strong.
Yeah, very annoying team.
Yeah, you've got the double cleansers, very tanky, shielding, UDK. You've got Staltus, who's tanky, a couple of AoEs as well. Cool. All right. So that's team two. Then just we need something to go with the OP team, Arman, Sifi, and Harima. I'm jealous of that team. I want the Harima. uh,
Um,
Amic is decent.
could go. I mean, Lysandra just for some boost to get there
You
if
good?
he needs it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lysandra. Alsgore is even not bad. Amic can be
Emic,
decent.
yeah.
Even a two Hanorak. You could put in something just for the memes as well, if you wanted. You can do almost anything with this team.
Yeah, the fourth member is going to be seldomly used. Maybe
Yeah,
another
yeah, yeah.
DPS.
They're not too important, are they?
Yeah.
Um, I would say, like, okay, so how would I actually counter this team? Hmm. I do kind of like the Emic with it, but yeah,
Plus defense, yeah. Emic.
yeah. And if they do break the speed stuff, you could put in Lysandra for the speed aura. Like if they stop the aura stuff, Lysandra gives you a very strong speed aura, and then you're trying to outspeed a Sifi Armans potentially, or just trying to go slow against Armans Harima. Both are annoying options.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go maybe Amic or maybe her. Okay.
Yeah, I think he has some decent gear. It looks like just looking at his fox there, like it,
Yeah,
you know,
6-star
decently geared.
Fox.
Yeah, decently geared. So he,
Yeah,
if he can
yeah.
get some skin on some of his champs, like their teams are going to be a lot better too. So
Yeah, cool. Okay, well there we go. There's arena teams. In terms of siege teams, probably the same sort of stuff. So the Sifi, yeah, like this is again, I wouldn't change anything. And
yeah,
maybe Lysandra for the speed aura if that doesn't work.
yeah.
And if we go back to this, would we steal anyone from a red team to go with the yellow or green? You probably would steal the UDK. You could even put UDK in alongside Arman Sifi. That might be
hmm
ideal.
Yeah, like it seems like we have like the speed teams with the three speed related champions, and then you have one defensive option. So like Torment, UDK, just to protect your nuker, I guess. If
Yeah,
they,
yeah. I like it. Okay, so and then
yeah.
this would be Arbiter with the Wukong. Wait, who else is in this team? I've already forgotten.
Um, Torment,
Armance
Torment would be the
and
fourth.
Torment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've done that right. Have I? Or yeah,
Yeah, I think those are pretty solid.
pretty
You could
solid.
probably argue that UDK probably shouldn't go into the first team because Harima is very hard to kill,
That's
like
true.
especially if they're locked out, right? So
That's true. That's true. You could put UDK in the other team then. You could,
yeah, you could put him in the other team. Yeah,
yeah.
I like the Torment though, just because obviously you try to counter
Mm-hmm.
Armans with speed, so
Mm-hmm.
Torment would counter that, and they work well.
Yeah. So maybe we just stick with the The basics. Just stick with the
Yeah.
original. You can't top them. They're already too good. Okay. Well, there we go. I think
Man,
that's a decent shout. And honestly, I think these teams are so good. The first two, you could maybe switch up the Arbiter team as something that's quite counterable, perhaps.
Yeah.
You
Did
could.
you say what level he's at for a tag team?
This guy's free to play for 2 to 3 years. He didn't say where he is. He just said he's free to play. So I don't know where he is. Who knows? It's a mystery.
So he's in bronze then.
could be. Who knows? But yeah, I guess the only question would be, would you switch up the teams at all for a specialist team instead of running like the Arbiter team? If you're going into higher level stuff, that could be a bit risky. So if we were going into higher level for like Siege, what would we do? Anything else we'd bring in, like any HP teams or defense? Any
Defense team, you have the Harima, right? Harima UDK, going to be a good backbone for those defense teams.
And a Tormund could go into that.
Yeah, that's great.
Quite strong. A fourth defense member. Staltus was there. Could work. Not seeing anything else super good. Maybe Wixwell. Is he defense? I don't know. Probably looking at... Yeah, no Helicath, which would be quite nice. That's the one thing with this team. You don't have a counter to Helicath, but that could work. Okay. Seems okay. Probably not as good as running Harima with Sifi, though, I would think.
Oh, Stultus would go there, too.
Yeah, so that's who I was looking for. Yeah, he's got to be the fourth member, I think. I think it's okay, but...
It's okay.
I feel like you might... Yeah, like I said, I feel like you might be better running the Sifi with the Harima, so that's okay. In terms of a HP team, we do have, like... I think Emic is HP, and that's decent. Alsgore is actually really good. Block damage.
Yep.
Nick Track is there. Do we have an HP damage dealer, actually? I don't know if we do. That might be weak. Timid, I think it's HP. He can do damage, but I wouldn't be ditching the other teams for that.
He has a Death Bell, too. He has a Krogar.
He's got Kargar, does he? Where is that? Sorry, I missed that.
Level 50.
Level 50. I keep missing level 50 stuff. 50.
Oh, sorry, that's not Death Bell. That was
it's Inari the Lucky. It's defense. He's a defense champ right there. He can steal buffs. Maybe he should go in the defense team. I think it probably would be Nick Track, but he doesn't have any good damage for health, so that's not looking too promising to me.
Nope.
Like, we've got a tanky team, but you're never going to kill anything, are you? He doesn't even seem to have an Arix. Not that he shared, at least. No, I guess he just doesn't have it. He shared his vault. He shared everything.
No, I don't see an HP.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not feeling the condition teams. I'm going back to the tag 3.
Let him run posts. Just throw him in random posts.
yeah. He give your mana orbs to your clan. Let them do stuff with it. You just run your team. You got good stuff. Like I think CPR man's Harima, and then. Yeah, either like something else with that is pretty gross to put in a defense tower or something. Like, no one's going to complain about that.
Yeah, he's got 3 good teams there, yeah.
He does. All right, cool. Well, listen, there we go, guys. That was a breakdown, hopefully helping some of you with, theory crafting, brainstorming, how to approach different teams from different account levels. Hopefully we got a decent variety in here for both Tag Arena and Siege, and showing how you might adapt your Tag Arena teams to Siege. Starting to think about some of the conditions. Can you exploit them or not? Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments down below. Would you adjust any of these teams? Did we miss any glaring omissions? Like, guys, you missed the 6-star mythical +4. How could you not see that? Oh no, it could happen. And as well, guys, make sure to jump over to Boozor's channel. It'll be linked down below. We're going to be doing a collab over there. If you somehow haven't, do make sure to subscribe as well while you're over there. Boozor, do you have anything to say here for the end of the video?
Oh, I just want to say thank you for having me on. It's really fun. I hope everyone sees like these kind of exercises. They take a lot of time and obviously a lot of thinking. Like there's 2 brains here. We're trying to bounce off ideas, and it's we can still do a more thorough job. So we did our best, but definitely let us know in the comments below if we could improve some of these. So obviously love to hear that. But yeah, once again, thank you, Nubkeks and everybody else for tuning in. So thank you so much for having me on, man.
Hey, you're very welcome. Looking forward to the next one. Look at that, he's got a +2 6-star Kemptum. That would hard carry the epic turn attacks, but maybe not arena. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.